Have you ever felt guilty for protecting your peace? Maybe you've been told that's your family. You only get one family. Blood is thicker than water. But what happens when the people who are supposed to love you are the same people who's causing your pain? What happens when every conversation leaves you drained? Every gathering fills you with anxiety, and every attempt to set boundaries turn into a battle? Today we're talking about the real cost of cutting off toxic family members. Not the version people talk about online, the real cost. Because while protecting your peace can save your life, it can also break your heart. Let's talk about it. Cutting off toxic family members is one of the hardest decisions a person can make. It's not like walking away from a stranger. It's not even like ending a friendship. These are people that's connected to your childhood, people connected to your memories, people connected to your identity. And that's what makes it so painful. Many people spend years trying to make toxic family relationships work. They forgive, they give second chances, then third chances, then 10th chances. They keep hoping things that will change. They keep hoping one day they'll finally get that love, respect, and acceptance they've been searching for. But sometimes that day never comes, and eventually a painful truth has to be faced. Not everyone that shares your blood deserves unlimited access to your life. That's a difficult truth, but it's an important one. Because love should not consistently leave you feeling broken. Respect shouldn't be conditional, and family should not be an excuse for emotional abuse. The first cause of cutting off toxic family members is grief. And this is something many people don't talk about. You aren't just losing a person, you're losing hope. You're grieving the relationship you wish you had. You're grieving the mother you wanted, the father you needed, the sibling you thought that would be there, the family connection you dreamed about. Sometimes the hardest part isn't losing who they are, it's accepting who they never became. And that realization can be heartbreaking. It may be nice when you sit there alone and question everything, wondering if you made the right decision, wondering if things could have been better, wondering if you're being too harsh. That's normal, because healing often comes with grief. The second cause is loneliness. When you distance yourself from toxic family, life can become very quiet. No more calls, no more messages, no more family gathering, no more familiar routines. At first, the silence can be uncomfortable because humans are wired for connection. Even unhealthy connections can become familiar, and familiar pain can feel safer than unfamiliar peace. But here's what many people discovered. The loneliness doesn't last forever. Eventually, that silence becomes space. Space to heal, space to grow, space to discover who you are without constant criticism, manipulation, or negativity. And in that space, something beautiful can happen. You start finding yourself again. The third cause is judgment from other people. Some people would never understand your decision. They'll say things like, but that's your mother, that's your brother, family is everything. But what they don't see is the years of pain, the sleepless nights, the disrespect, the manipulation, the tears cried behind closed doors. People often judge situations they never had to survive. You have to do what's healthy for you, not what's comfortable for everyone else. But despite all these costs, there's something many people gain after walking away from toxic family. Freedom. The freedom to breathe again. The freedom to stop explaining yourself. The freedom to stop shrinking, to make others comfortable. The freedom to create a healthier future. A future where peace isn't something you occasionally experience. A future where peace becomes your normal, and that's priceless. If you're currently struggling with toxic family relationships, remember this. Setting boundaries does not make you selfish. Choosing your mental health does not make you weak. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is walk away from what keeps hurting you. Not out of hatred, not out of revenge, but out of self-respect. Because your life matters, your healing matters, and your peace matters too. And remember, sometimes losing people is the price you pay for finding yourself. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.